And the conflict has already had an impact on gas prices. According to GasBuddy, the average price for a gallon has increased 17 cents in the last week in Denver. And in Colorado, the average price of gas is $3.19. In Denver, it's $3.18, and that's slightly lower than the national price of $3.20. In retaliation, Iran is considering closing the Strait of Hormuz. This is where 20 million barrels of oil pass per day, or around 20% of the world's oil consumption. I spoke with Patrick DeHaan with GasBuddy about how the closure of the Strait of Hormuz could impact global oil markets.
We talk about multiple million barrels of oil that flow through this waterway every day. Shutting it down would have a drastic impact. But the bigger question here is, would Iran be able to pull this off? After Israel has demonstrated air superiority, there's a big question if Iran would be able to block this 55-kilometer wide stretch of the Strait of Hormuz. So, I mean, this is the biggest question. But for now, after all these developments, oil prices jumping based on the risk that this could certainly make things worse, but the market really questioning whether or not Iran can actually pull this off.
Now, I also asked Patrick how people can save money and find deals on gas.
Well, I think what a lot of folks can do, what they realize is that if they drive more fuel efficiently, they can essentially get more miles out of every tank. Things like using cruise control, not using your air conditioning if you're sitting in highway traffic, that can really rob your vehicle of fuel efficiency. So trying to do things like that, reducing your speed a couple miles an hour, anything can help. Don't race from light to light.
And don't forget to sign up for loyalty programs at gas stations or grocery stores. Patrick says doing a combination of these things can help you save 25 to 50 cents a gallon. And apps like Google or GasBuddy will help you find the lowest price station near you.